Hi everyone, we're just giving a live broadcast from outside the CCJ. You can see it there in the background. We were in this morning for the DPP and the Irish judicial system have taken an appeal against the Aaron sentencing for the tendency to pervert the court of justice. So as you can see, the weather is completely inclement, so we're just going to pop inside the car now and you can probably hear me better. Hopefully it'll give people a chance just to jump on board and watch the live. There we go. Wow, that weather's unbelievable. So what's happened this morning, myself and Sonia travelled to the CCJ in Dublin this morning. We were hoping to attend the appeal by the DPP on the leniency of the sentence Aaron and his co-accused Dean Byrne received in respect of the conviction were a tendency to pervert the court of justice. Now, for reasons we are unsure of at the moment, Aaron and Dean Byrne were listed, and we'll put that up, we'll show you that listing in underneath this post. We're listed to be the cases heard together, but we've just learned this morning that Aaron wasn't taken to court, and it would appear that the appeal by the DPP for Aaron has been moved to March. We'll give you confirmation of that as and when we get it. But we did stay for Dean Byrne's, or part of Dean Byrne's appeal, and the presentation by his barrister, Mr. Dwyer. And I suppose what you have to take away from what Mr. Dwyer said repeatedly during the course of his address to the court was that Dean Byrne sent out the first page of Daniel Cahill's testimony as proof to Daniel Cahill's friends and family that Daniel Cahill was actually giving evidence in Aaron's trial. Obviously this was done with the intent to persuade Daniel Cahill not to do what he ultimately did do. And he went to court, gave testimony and purged himself and told a tissue of lies. And his statement stands to the forefront of Aaron's conviction, and that has been broadcast on all fronts, that Daniel Cahill is a star witness. We've proven that the circumstantial evidence here in Ireland surrounding the murder scene and the relevant scenes in relation to the vehicles being burned out and stolen, circumstantial evidence was very, very weak. And indeed, for those people who've watched any or all of our 500 videos, we have shown clearly that the circumstantial evidence put forward by Lorcan Staine and Brendan Graham, counsel for the prosecution, was totally flawed, was tampered with, and the behaviour of those men putting forward this evidence is reprehensible. So that's where we were this morning, and Mr. Dwyer, counsel representing Dean Byrne, said on numerous occasions that Dean Byrne acted in conjunction with Aaron to reach out to Daniel Cahill, ask him not to go to court and give evidence, because Dean Byrne believed, and rightly so he believed, that Daniel Cahill was coming forward to purge himself. Again, if you look at our videos, over the 500 videos and the numerous podcasts and lives we have done on Daniel Cahill's involvement in Aaron's case, it is quite obvious that Daniel Cahill, I think it was in July 2020 when he gave evidence from the Homeland Security Office in New York via video link to the court here in Dublin. We have proven beyond any shadow of a doubt Daniel Cahill was telling a tissue of lies. He told a tissue of lies to save his own skin in America. Daniel Cahill was stabbed multiple times here in Dublin and was forced to leave Ireland. And it is on that premise we say Daniel Cahill would have done anything to save himself and stop the possibility of him being deported back here to Dublin, where his safety and indeed his life was at risk. So that was the mantra put forward very strongly by Mr. Dwyer. Dean Byrne acted properly in Dean Byrne's mind, because Dean Byrne believed what Aaron had said and what we have proven to be true. Daniel Cahill was coming forward to purge himself and to tell lies in court. Now, so then we moved to Mr. Lorcan Staine for the prosecution. This morning, he rose to address the court immediately after Mr. Dwyer, and his first and initial statement, we have to clarify the words correctly, but his first and initial statement to the court was that Aaron Brady, the Brady family and the Brady campaign was rampant or active in intimidating witnesses. Lorcan Staine, that is a barefaced lie, and you know it. Now, I did stand up and I asked to address the court to contradict Mr. Staine's assertion that the Bradys had in some way intimidated anyone. And obviously, Lorcan Staine will have to bring proof forward that Aaron Brady, the Brady family and the Brady campaign have intimidated anyone. So Sonia's working on that at the moment to bring it forward legally, so we can get clarification that this man is allowed to say this in the belly of the court when he knows 100% certain what he's saying is lies. He knows he is standing up for Daniel Cahill, a man who publicly professed he wanted to be a paedophile, prostitute minder. A man who was stabbed 7 or 8 times here in Dublin. A man who attacked people, a group of people in New York with a machete. A man who was involved in the drugs trade. That is who Lorcan Staine is trying to protect this morning. And in trying to do so, to protect what I can only describe as a scumbag, Daniel Cahill, he is trying to besmirch our family and the campaign we have put forward. Now, this begs the question, if Lorcan Staine has the courage of his convictions, why have any of the Brady family not been charged with intimidation or attempt to intimidate or even attempt to persuade someone not to give evidence? The reason is, if we get up in the stand, we can fight back and show that everything we have said is totally and completely true. The Justice for Aaron Brady campaign is 100% correct on every aspect, on every line, on every paragraph we have published, online, or live or otherwise. So we are inviting, and we have invited the DPP, the Irish judicial system, any members of An Garda Síochána, just simply request myself or any of our family to a pre-arranged meeting at any Garda barracks, and we will discuss any possibility of any charges coming against us for intimidation. Otherwise, Lorcan Staine, you are totally out of order, and it is totally illegal what you said in the well of the court this morning, where you were protected. The judges would not allow me to speak this morning, and I sat down quietly and we left the court. But Lorcan Staine is a coward, just the same as Daniel Cahill is a coward, just the same as Ronan Flynn has turned out to be a coward. We were hoping the Flynn family would turn up this morning and prove the statement of Lorcan Staine wrong. That's what PJ Flynn and his family could have done this morning. With a simple letter this morning, the Flynn family could have torn Lorcan Staine's assertion that we, the Brady family, intimidated anyone. So Aaron's appeal has been put back now until March, we believe, as I said, and we'll confirm that for you. Once again, Daniel Cahill is a scumbag, a liar, and he purged himself. The statements taken from the criminals, the drug dealers and the illegal immigrants, Christopher Morton and Anthony Gerard Maguire, they too are scumbags. Now, we don't want to use this language in Aaron's campaign, but for 1 second, if these were genuine people, if Daniel Cahill was a genuine witness, the wrath of the state should be coming down on the Brady family. Why will they not stand up for them? Because what we are saying is right. Daniel Cahill is a fucking scumbag. And if Mark Phillips, Pat Murray, that clown Garda Quirk there this morning, he's embarrassed with what's going on in that court. The detective, I don't know his first name, Brian Quirk, is it? It's pathetic what's going on in that courtroom. Totally pathetic. And I don't know how much that cost the taxpayer this morning. Four barristers, solicitors, court time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 members of An Garda Síochána. And there's Larriers running around Dublin, stabbing each other, dealing drugs, murdering our children, poisoning our children with drugs, and you have them 6 numpties sitting in the back of a court for most of the day. What are they going to do in the afternoon? Guaranteeing not one of them's going back to work. Now, I don't want to rant on into nonsense, but when you're sitting in it, you're absorbing it and you're watching it. It's very difficult not to be upset when I know my son is sitting in an 8x6 cell in Portlaoise prison for a crime he physically can't have committed. And this circus is taking place here in the CCJ in Dublin. So hopefully we're going to try and get the full detail, the exact wording of Lorcan Staine's statement this morning. And then what we will attempt to do then is to seek legal retribution and either a withdrawal of a statement or for Lorcan Staine to come forward, get members of An Garda Síochána to arrest us and put forward these claims of intimidation. So that's where we are. We, in relation to, again, this case, this evening we will be releasing the final part of Mark Phillips' lies, omissions and perjury, where we show the final acts of these people here in the CCJ, the DPP, Pat Murray, Agent Matt Katsky from Homeland Security, Mark Phillips, Garda Paul Gill, Garda Kieran Reedy, when they made an European arrest warrant and an extradition warrant disappear. Now, there's fucking crimes. And we have it in black and white. And we spent all morning there discussing a tendency to pervert the course of justice. So I'll finish off with this in respect of what's happened to poor Dean Byrne this morning and in respect of Aaron's appeal in March. Nobody, not one person, made a complaint. There was no crime. Nobody was intimidated, no one was approached, no one was put under duress, no one was bribed, no one was coerced. There is no crime. This is a circus here this morning to try and get column inches for the mainstream media. And they're concerned about the front page of Daniel Cahill's statement being disseminated, put out in mainstream media. I have shown Maguire, Morton, Flynn, I've actually shown the taking of their statements. And no one has bothered to ask a question. Why are you doing this, Mr. Brady? Where is Mark Phillips and his white horse riding in to save the drug dealer Anthony Maguire? Where is he to save the thief and illegal immigrant Christopher Morton? Where is he? I'm here in Dublin, Mr. Phillips, and we're more than happy to speak about these decisions at any time. So thank you for watching. Please, you must like, comment and share, because we'll see what the mainstream media put out this evening. We did give some paperwork to Paul Reynolds, and I'm not sure the other journalist's name is News Talk, is Geenie or Meanie or Nini or something like that. We did give them some very vital information in respect of Ronan Flynn's extradition warrant disappearing. So we'll see if they act on that, if they contact us. If Mr. Owen Reynolds is watching this, we will make an application for the transcripts for the day's proceedings. We probably won't get it. I would be greatly obliged if Mr. Owen Reynolds, who I'm sure was typing, and he has access to the transcripts, if he would forward us the statement by Lorcan Staine, exactly what he said about myself, my family, Aaron's campaign and Aaron intimidating witnesses. If we were intimidating witnesses, I wouldn't be sitting here in a vehicle in Euston Station car park. So thank you once again for watching. Please like, comment and share. Keep an eye out for the video this evening. And I think we also launched this morning, please take time to read it, our correspondence to the American embassies in London, Dublin, to the DPP, to the Superintendent in the An Garda Station and other relevant bodies. We're seeking confirmation on how Ronan Flynn's extradition warrant disappeared. So we've covered a lot there this morning. We will continue to cover it. And if anyone has any issues with us calling out these people, Cahill, Maguire, Morton and the likes of them, they are scumbags. Anyone has any issue with us, please contact the Justice for Aaron Brady campaign or contact us directly. Thank you once again. Please like, comment and share.